Strip naked. Get on the bed and part those legs of yours for me, the Alpha King ordered, and I shivered from the sound of his voice. He didn't want me, but now he asked me to warm his bed. I felt humiliated yet with great pleasure when he forced into me. Part 2. She couldn't sleep because she was feeling homesick. I couldn't just leave her like that. That was Liam the next morning trying to explain why he wasn't in bed with me but was with her instead. It doesn't matter. Liam, she's your fated mate, I murmured, and he sighed before grabbing my face and placing a kiss on my forehead. I'm trying to see how I can handle this, okay? You promised to be with me forever. Did you not? He questioned softly, and I smiled before nodding. Keep that promise, he murmured, and I nodded in reply, but everything just kept going downhill from there. Liam stopped spending time with me. I only saw him when he was on pack duty or when we had dinner together, and even then, he spoke to the girl who I now knew as Veronica. He had technically moved out of our room and he spent almost all his time with her. It was like I barely existed. I cleared the thought out of my head as I prepared to go down for dinner. The only reason I was still allowed to have dinner with them is because Liam's aunt always wanted me there. Besides Liam, she was the closest to me in this house. But it was getting too suffocating here. I felt unwanted. I took a deep breath then grabbed my phone before going downstairs. I paused by the stairs as soon as I heard laughter coming from the dining room. Isn't she amazing? Mother? I heard Liam utter and his mother giggled. She's delightful. His mother replied. Thank you, Luna Grace. Veronica uttered. Oh no, call me mother. You're technically daughter-in-law after all. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I walked into the dining room and like always, everyone immediately went quiet, but that wasn't what shocked me the most. It was the fact that Veronica was now seated in my seat close to Liam. Dear, come sit close to me. I turned towards the voice and smiled at Liam's aunt, Amelia, before I walked towards her and sat down. Everyone was quiet for a while till Veronica spoke up. Claire, right? I've heard so much about you, she uttered, so sickeningly sweet that I nearly gagged. It's Clara, and that's good. I can't say the same about you though, I uttered before taking a bite of the food. I could see the anger on her face, but it was gone in a flash, replaced by a smile. I'm no longer hungry. I'll just go up to my room, Veronica murmured as she pushed her chair backwards and stood up. Liam immediately followed suit. Are you okay? He questioned so softly that I nearly stabbed myself in the eye with the fork in my hands. So I wouldn't have to witness it. He didn't even care to hide his affection for her in front of me anymore. Yes. I'm just tired. Can you escort me to my room? That's if it's okay with Clara, Veronica muttered, turning everyone's attention to me. I tried my best to swallow the food in my throat then smiled at her. It doesn't matter. You're his mate. Excuse me, I uttered, then pushed my chair backwards and immediately rushed out of the dining room. I couldn't bear being in there for another second. As soon as I got to my room now, a feeling of loneliness settled in the pit of my stomach. She had replaced me in everything. This room that once was a reminder for Liam's love and care for me suddenly felt cold. I can't stay here anymore. I have to leave. I'll find a place to stay for the meantime, then get a job or something. All I knew was that I had to leave. I was about to walk towards the closet to pack my stuff when I heard a knock on the door. Can I come in, dear? Amelia's voice came through from the other side, and I quickly wiped my tears away. Yes, please. Amelia walked into the room with a smile as she closed the door behind her. How have you been doing, dear? She questioned, and I nodded. I'll be okay, I murmured, and she sighed. Well, if you ask me, you're so much better than her, and she's fake. I don't know why everyone is so smitten by her. Anyone that sweet has to be faking it, Amelia uttered with a disgusted look on her face, which made me smile.